in Venice, Florida. Go ahead, Andy.
Turn it on.
Thanks, Ryan. The latest highest gust that I can see recorded at the Sarasota Airport, Sarasota Bradenton Airport, was 90 miles per hour about 10 minutes ago. We also have unofficial measurements of over 100 miles per hour, 114 miles per hour by storm chasers that are in the area in Sarasota in particular. So the airport gusts are definitely starting to match the unofficial recordings by instrumentation that these storm chasers have there.
All right, thank you so much, Andy. Let's listen to Brad now.
Hey, Ryan, it's Brad. Let me know when you have a second.
Go ahead, Brad.
Hey, I was going to let you know that we are seeing storm surge now. I'm not sure exactly where it's coming from, though. Oddly enough, it's not coming from the Gulf. I'm a bit perplexed about where it's coming from. Nevertheless, we're looking at probably, I would guess, 2-3 foot of storm surge right here. We do have one road that gets back to the parking deck if we need to get higher ground that we can use, but we do have storm surge now coming into the city of
All right. Thank you, Brad. Things are getting gnarly there. Things are getting really gnarly closer to Venice, Florida, where Bryce Shelton is. Still in a pretty dangerous spot. But, Bryce, he's also been doing this for a really long time. And he's got an escape. He's got an escape route.
Yeah, like I don't know where it's coming from. Yeah. The seawall.
I don't think Brad knows that we can still hear him. We're getting reports that some places are already reporting up to 11 feet of water. Walker Creek near Sarasota has hit 11 feet. So things are getting really intense now in Port Charlotte as well. This is a live look at Port Charlotte where the water has come up significantly just in the last little bit. I'm going to show you again. Do we have a before picture of this one? Well, this is, we'll show you the before from this here in a moment, but this is the shed camera. And the water hasn't come up quite as much here, but it's still almost every wave that comes in completely breaks over that walkway now. And this is what it looked like earlier today. So the water's come up quite a bit. This is, the water's usually way back there. And we're about to see, if we end up seeing the same amount of storm surge here as we are hearing about in places like Naples and up towards areas near Sarasota, that shed or that pavilion, whatever you want to call it, should be covered up. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Talk about coming in fast. Holy smokes. It's an extremely dangerous situation for anybody who stayed behind, especially in Venice, Inglewood, Northport, Grove City. We still have a Category 3 hurricane here, 952 millibars. That's the lowest pressure. 120 mile per hour winds. We're a little over an hour away from official landfall. big time power flash there on Bryce's feed. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Ryan, just an update on how the stream's doing. We just surpassed 400,000 concurrent viewers as this thing is coming in to make landfall. I believe that puts us top 50 in the most viewed live streams of all time.
Holy smokes! Thank you, Riley, and thank you to everybody that's watching and that's helped share the stream. We wouldn't reach anybody if it wasn't for you. We're gonna be here with you for the duration of this hurricane, giving you a look at what's happening in real time, completely for free. No commercials, no sponsors, no nothing. All thanks to the support that you guys give us. Thank you. If you are just now tuning in, basically what we're doing at this point is we're just kind of watching and waiting to see exactly how much storm surge we get in some of these places, and that's going to help you understand what kind of damage we're going to walk into tomorrow whenever we go assess the damage. We're already hearing of some places getting around 11 feet of storm surge, and the maximum of the water is not even there yet. So it looks like it's going to be a catastrophic and worst case scenario for a lot of places, especially from areas just south of Sarasota, like Venice, Inglewood, Grove City, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, and Fort Myers Beach. This whole area down here is unfortunately going to be dealing with some of the biggest storm surge they've had to deal with in a very, very long time.
It is
We're
popping.
also continuing to get reports in and videos and images of the damage in Florida from the tornado outbreak earlier. So yeah, we'll try to compile some of that and share that with you as well at some point. Some of the stronger winds now are coming into the Port Charlotte area.
Probably. Did you do girl?
Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Ryan, we just had a couple of questions in chat about how is storm surge measured. So when we're talking about 11-foot storm surge, that means that we are 11 feet above what normal sea level is at that point in time. So 11 feet of water that's not normally there is currently in that area.
Yep. And a lot of people also ask about high tide, and that, the 11 foot is on top of whatever would normally be there. So if high tide would normally bring in 2 feet of water, then, you're talking about that much more water inundation. And this is the real deal, y'all. You can see it coming in quickly to Inglewood and Port Charlotte there.
This thing's going to be fucking devastating.
Yeah, we had 130 tornado warnings earlier.
Are we going to get in a Discord together?
Here's an unfortunate update from the Weather Prediction Center. Major to locally catastrophic.
Or you want to join like an actual
Flash
server?
flooding is expected. Up here in the high risk area for flash flooding today, prolonged duration of 1 to 3 inch per hour rain rates with 6-hour totals of 5 to 8 inches on top of what we've already got. This is going to be a life-threatening flash flooding situation for places like Tampa, Lakeland, Orlando, maybe even all the way back up there towards Deltona as well.
Why are you showing us off? You're leaking the Discord. You're leaking our chat, though. I'm watching, or actually I'm streaming it on mine right now. sit here and watch this for a bit. It's kind of getting pretty crucial.
Yeah, over 100 tornado warnings issued between noon and 6 p.m. At least 20 reports are in. Still getting lots of reports of water coming into buildings in Port Charlotte. We can see that water very clearly now
for real.
in that camera there, mesovort number 5. The water just keeps coming up.
Love to see your last moments.
And we've got an update from Caleb, who's on the ground in Sarasota. Go ahead, Caleb.
Hey, Ryan, I'm actually currently right by the Sarasota Bradenton
Those
Airport,
aren't already
northbound.
changed.
And if you actually monitor my stream for a little bit, we can see the power explosions that are happening every now and again from about 15 miles south.
What a noob. You're a noob.
Probably for the past 10, 15 minutes here. But just pretty consistent power flashes.
The best part is I'm going to be
just because they have that really
you get to do all the homesteading things. See how often you leave the island.
Absolutely. I've been seeing them. Thank you, Caleb. So we're going to keep an eye on Caleb's stream. Caleb's out there. Brad's out there. Bryce Shelton is out there. It sounds like Chris is out there too.
Chris, do you by any chance have a copy?
7 Forge Labs. What? Oh, gotcha,
we got
gotcha.
you loud and clear, Chris. Go ahead. Holy smokes.
Yeah, Forge Labs does like adventurous fucking shit. I hope you made yours not friendly for kids, because I definitely made mine not friendly for kids.
Port Charlotte, it's coming in.
Okay, we're chilling then.
Much higher than it was before. This is already
I have no filters
buildings. Every wave, we're seeing another couple of inches of overall water rise here.
Hey, yo, chill. That's a little pushing it. Yeah. Look what you did. I love my big titty boyfriend. Literally the world. The only world on your thing.
We don't have.
You saying I have big tits? Hit the jack. Oh no! What happened to the live stream?
We're probably still about an hour away. Kinsey, we could.
I don't know what's going on with the live stream right now. What's going on with the internet in general? Yeah. My stream's not lagging. It's just this window that's lagging. Okay, we're back. Okay. Yeah, it's game mode, not the difficulty.
Go ahead, Andy.
Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, I wanted to talk about a few key things we're looking out for here as this hurricane approaches landfall. Official landfall will be when the exact center of the eye is over land, probably one of the barrier islands here near Vamo, Osprey, Sarasota Beach. In those areas. When that eye makes landfall, there will be seemingly a bunch of birds that are showing up in the radar here, within a couple thousand feet of the surface. They're now in the eye itself and spiraling around, as well as still in that southeastern side of the eye wall where it is mostly rain-free. We can see them on radar and officiate that is actually a biological signature, so more than likely birds that would be out there over the ocean. In addition to that, I wanted to relay that, again, we're expecting the strongest winds to correspond also to where the extreme wind warning is.
Why can I not see
with
my
the
mouth?
heavy rainfall. The Sarasota Bradenton International Airport was gusting to 90 miles an hour, and now it's down to 75 mile an hour gusts because heavier rain has kind of exited the area over top of the airport, so it's no longer dragging down those strongest winds just above the surface with all of that heavy rain. So I expect the most intense footage that we'll see upon landfall here and over the next hour or so afterward is going to be within that really heavy band of rain. For anyone who is in Bradenton, essentially, you will see sort of the worst of that for a while until some of that rain may wrap around the eye wall on the southern side.
All right, thank you, meteorologist Andy Hill.
The fact I can't see my mouse is actually
we're watching this area right here for some of the stronger winds that are going to be coming in here very soon. We're also still seeing.
See, I have the hardcore heart.
Some very intense winds.
Okay, I can't see my mouse, and I don't know why.
But the big concern right now for a lot of these people and for our storm chasers that are set up down here between Inglewood and Port Charlotte is the water. It's coming up fast, and it's going to keep on coming up.
Hey, Ryan, just had a huge.
Whenever I go.
So the winds are picking up. Starting to see more power outages about to happen here.
Yeah, so the winds are picking up in Punta Gorda and Port Charlotte and Inglewood, and you can see that very clearly here from especially those cameras.
Also, I apologize. It looks like I left my walkie-talkie on for 9 minutes and 46 seconds the last time I sent a message. I apologize about that.
It's all good. It's all good, Brad. Milton's landfall is imminent. Kinsey, we could probably even take 30 minutes off. We're less than 1 hour away from landfall here, and remember, like Andy said, landfall occurs whenever the center of this eye gets over land. So even if like 33% of it is over land, that's still not technically landfall, and even though the majority of the eye wall may be over land, that's still not technically landfall. So we are still a little under an hour away from official landfall now. $362,000 people are without power right now in Florida. That number will go up a lot. Chris, let us know if you see any birds, man. There's apparently a bunch of birds in the eye of this storm, and you're going to be right in it.
I'm gonna have to leave because I can't see my mouse and I got to do research, so I don't want to die.
Yeah, right now, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, there's 100 power flashes every 10 minutes. Stuff's flying big power flashes. Oh my goodness. This is a true hurricane right here. This is probably the strongest that we've experienced this year.
Okay.
We've seen some birds earlier, but we ain't seen them since the wind started, so we're keeping an eye out for the birds. We saw that too. But man, this is the real deal hurricane right here. This one is meaning business. We've had gusts, I guarantee you, well over 120.
All right, so Chris is in Sarasota. Caleb is in Bradenton, a little bit farther to the north. And once again, sorry about my voice. I'm hanging on to what little bit I have left of it here.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hold up.
If you've watched this before, I
don't have all the achievements for Minecraft anymore.
I'm fine. I'm just I've been talking a lot over the past.
There's new
days.
achievements. That's
I've got
why.
A little bit of a cold.
This is the October 1st update. We haven't played since then either.
Category 3, 120 mile per hour winds. The strongest winds are right in here right now. Okay, and they are moving into the Bradenton area, and we're also probably going to see some of those really strong winds on the backside.
Okay.
We had a similar situation with Hurricane Ian, whenever it was kind of getting moved along by a trough. Where the backside of that storm was actually more intense than
because I can see
the
it
front
when I'm
side.
not.
So we might see something like that for our communities down here, especially around Inglewood and Venice, where we get some of this wraparound action as the storm makes landfall, and that actually could make the storm surge situation a little bit worse as well. It's already going to be bad. There's no getting around that.
Fine.
89 mile per hour wind gust was reported in St. Petersburg at the airport.
Maybe that's why it looks like I have stuff installed.
A little bit, about a half an hour, a little bit over half an hour away from landfall. If you
I
are
still
in
can't
Tampa,
see
you're
my
getting some
mouse.
big time winds right now and some extremely heavy rain. Now the winds are going to be a big problem. You are under that extreme wind warning, but I do think that Tampa and places around Tampa, especially around Temple Terrace, even back there towards Lakeland, you really have to start thinking about the extreme risk that comes along with the flooding as well. You're going to see an extended period of incredibly heavy rain, and it's going to overwhelm those waterways very quickly. Yeah, the shed, it's still with us for now. You see it back there? This is what that looked like a couple hours ago. I think the area where we've seen the most water rise, though, is definitely Port Charlotte, as far as these cameras go. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, I just wanted to update you on Caleb's progress. He's headed north toward Bradenton, Rubonia, where the heaviest winds are with that very heavy rainfall. And I can see now at the Albert Whitford or Albert Whitted Airport in St. Petersburg on the southern side. They have consistent gusts between 80 and 90 miles an hour right in that heaviest rain. So we are seeing the results of the stronger part of the eye wall essentially being where the heaviest rain is dragging those winds down to the surface. So like you said, if that wraps around And with the storm surge as well, we would see a terrible fate with freshwater and saltwater flooding combined. I just want to also issue a statement that when we talk about storm surge, it is the amount of water, salt water from the ocean above sea level or above ground level that's not supposed to be there. So there is no formula for how far inland you should have gone earlier when heeding the warnings for just learning how to evacuate surrounding a hurricane, essentially. It is just simply to do with the topography of the area as for how far inland storm surge would make it. However, waves can occur on top of storm surge. Those are two separate things. So we always want to emphasize for everyone watching now, what would you do if you were in this hurricane situation and the day before, 2 days and 3 days before, with the messaging that we have put out amongst many others.
Thank you, Andy. Yeah, the water continues to rise. The northwestern side of this storm, it's probably going to be a pretty bad deal for the people that end up getting hit by it. This is going to be Bradenton, St. Petersburg. You're already dealing with some of that, but right in here is where the strongest winds are, and it's still over the ocean, moving over towards St. Petersburg and Bradenton right now. Even without the rain, you can tell that the winds are also still very strong, even down here near Inglewood and Port Charlotte. This is where our cameras are that have the most intense look to them right now down there in the mesovorts. So and we still don't have a complete correct orientation yet with the winds against the beaches to kind of say that we're in our peak storm surge moment. That's still yet to come.
This way. Oh, don't.
I'm being told from our team at the Y'all Squad, we have officially raised $160,000 over the past 2 days.
I don't think so.
For hurricane and obviously tornado victims. Thank you guys for doing that. And they also told me to tell you guys specifically, thank you for all the sweet messages that you include with your donations. We've been reading them, and we appreciate everyone's support. We're going to be able to do amazing things.
Hey, yo, it's actually sick. They added the Nightmare Before Christmas to Rocket League. Okay. Try this one more time. We're going to manage, files, verify and repair. Yes.
Milton is nearing landfall as a major Category 3 hurricane with 120 mile per hour winds just south of St. Pete near Sarasota.
You even have your chat pulled up? Oh.
Sarasota City is filled with explosions. And we're hearing from chasers that it feels like a war zone out there with all of the power flashes that are happening.
I have 2 viewers apparently, but nobody said anything in mine either. Okay, I still can't see my mouse, and that's like upsetting me. I'm upsetting spaghetti. Like, I go, yeah. I need to navigate the inventory.